This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raise Rowdy podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Outside the Round with me, Matt Burrill. Today, a very special guest. He is the youngest guest that we have ever had on this show. We're about 250 episodes in, and we've never had somebody this young before. He's incredibly talented. He's an incredible guitar player. He's playing one of our events here in town tonight over at the Duck Blind. We got Rocco Gorelik with us. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here, man.
Dude, you're 15. How crazy is that? Like, being able to live out the musical dream at such a young age, have the supportive family behind you, like...
I mean, it's pretty crazy. Sometimes I have to, like, pinch myself and remember that I'm on stage, and it's like, whenever I think about turning down a gig, you know, I'm like, oh, this is what you worked for, you know? Take the gig, man. It's great. I remember being, like, really young and dreaming of playing on stage, and then it's like, it's happening. It's real, and it's wild, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. So, you're 15, so what grade would you be in?
I would be a sophomore.
You'd be a sophomore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's awesome. That's wild. I'm trying to think back to when I was 15. It was like 15 years ago because I'm 30, and I'm like just where I was at in my life then. I couldn't imagine putting out music and playing shows and having thousands of people that follow you on social media.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
People around the world that know who you are. Like, so how did it all kind of start? Like, take me back to growing up in the Alpharetta area, because I love the state of Georgia, by the way. You come from one of the most musical states in all of this great country.
It's pretty wild. It's cool because none of my family was musical, but we had this guitar laying around, and I always wanted to perform. I always liked music. And I picked up this guitar one day, and it just felt natural, you know? Like, I learned these chords, I started singing, and I wanted to perform. We went to open mic nights, and then eventually I started getting paid, and then it just snowballed. And then we went to Nashville when I was 12, and I came into Music City. I mean, I didn't want to leave, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I bet.
This feels like home. I don't want to leave. I'm not ready to go home tomorrow, you know? But we were here, and I was like, we went over to Roberts, and I watched Luke McQuarrie play. And I was like, I don't know what that is, and I don't know what he's playing, but that's what I want to do. So I went home, and it was like, I mean, hours a day. I learned how to use all the fingers, all the chicken picking stuff. I did it all, and I haven't looked back, man.
Yeah, I think that's something that makes you very different from a lot of kids your age. You appreciate that traditional style, and particularly the art of guitar. Like, you have such a respect and such a love for it that not a lot of people in the generations, in my generation and even in your generation, like, have, you know, we grew up listening to so many different things, but Roberts is one of the coolest bars in the world, dude.
Oh, it's wild. Man, they don't even let me in because when Luke plays, it's after 6. They don't let me in, so they got a special place over by the ATM. They're like, you can come in here and you can stand right there, but if you go out, the camera's gonna see you, and they can't have it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool, man. Roberts is cool too. You get that fried bologna sandwich.
Oh yeah.
And...
See, I haven't actually eaten there yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Usually, I'm too focused on the music. I'm not even thinking. About
when
that.
You're of age, they have a thing called the recession special, and it's like $6.
That's what I've
heard. It's like $6 or $7. You get the bologna sandwich, you get the moon pie.
What a deal, honestly.
Bag of chips, and like it's either like a PBR or a Busch Light. It's the best deal in town.
What a deal.
So that's awesome, man. So you start coming up here when you're 12.
Yeah.
What was it about this town that made you be like, I want to do this?
Honestly, I don't even remember the reason we first came up. We were just like, let's go to Nashville. And of course, I mean, I had the guitar. I went to Broadway for the first time, and I had never seen so much music in one place. Like, it was a treat. I had only gone to my first concert like a couple months before.
Who was the first concert?
Marcus King.
Oh, okay.
And I played with him.
It all makes sense now.
I know. It all kind of ties together when you get to talking about it. But we did Marcus King. That was cool. I held up a sign. He let me up. But I guess I was feeling very confident in my abilities to talk people into letting me play. I was really cute, real short. I looked younger than I was. But I was 12, and we come up, and I had this guitar on my back. And one of the female singers on Broadway was like, you're so cute. Do you play? You want to come play with us? And I was like, I would love to play with you. And it boosted my confidence. So I would go around. I would tip people. I would say, can I play with you? And they would let me. And I kind of built up a following. And by the time I was good enough to start doing the shifts with them, I pick up a couple Broadway shifts every once in a while.
That's awesome, dude. That's so wild, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
I worked on Broadway, but I'm not a musician. I'm not a singer. I'm not a producer, any of that stuff. I'm just a guy that loves to listen and loves to talk about it and show my friends what I think is like cool music and stuff. But I was a bouncer on Broadway, so
wow.
I worked shifts down there just on the other side of it.
Oh yeah. So when were you a bouncer?
I was there at Whiskey Row 2018 to about summer of 2019 when I got the Muscadine gig, because I used to sell Porch Swing Angel T-shirts for the Muscadine Bloodline
That's
guys
very cool.
before COVID and stuff. But the Broadway thing is wild too, because it's just like you said, it's the most music that you can get
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
one place.
It's just crazy, and I think people try to dog on it sometimes, but I think it's hard. I mean, like you go to Robertson, and it's just wild. It's
If you
unbelievable.
can learn how to play a 4-hour marathon shift in
Yeah.
front of random people and entertain them, and as
There's
people,
not much else you can do.
there's I mean, there's stuff like, because a lot of the opening slots are like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and that's like nothing when you get those
It's
those
totally
reps
different.
doing those marathons, man. It's such a skill to be able to entertain people in
The
that
requests,
way.
too. That's
Oh,
the craziest
yeah.
one. Is like, especially people that don't have a phone up there with the chords, because I'll do a phone up there just so I can look up these songs.
Yeah.
Because I do that at home. I play a bunch of shows back home, but I come up here and it's like I see these people and it's still another level. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, man. What's it like growing up in Georgia? Because you have so many concerts that you can go to. There are so many guys and girls that have come up there as songwriters, as musicians, as guitar players. Like, there's not many states. There's something in the water in Georgia, whether
Yeah,
it's down
put something down
south,
there.
whether it's down south in Statesboro or Savannah, or whether it's up north in the mountains, or whether it's in that Atlanta metro area, like up where you're from, man. Like, what is it? What is it like being kind of the youngest member of that family right now?
It's just crazy, man. You ever been to Eddie's Attic?
I have been to
See,
Eddie's,
I
man.
played Eddie's twice, and I remember watching Zach Top there before he
Yep.
blew up, and it's a pretty cool experience to sell out like a hometown show, even though it's not a big room, but it was just like, yeah, they have this little thing on the wall. It's like a state of Georgia. It's a cutout, and they have all the artists that are from Georgia, and it's just like unbelievable to look at. You look at this, and you're like people you didn't even know.
Dude, it's like a giant fraternity. It's a
Yeah.
big it's a big family.
say it.
Sit up on the microphone a little bit more for me. But yeah, man, it's like the fact that you're playing over 150 shows a year right now.
Yeah,
Like, that's a lot.
it's a lot.
Like, how do you balance still being a teenager and doing all of that?
Well, I mean, I've got time during the day. You know, usually it's about three or four a week, and they're pretty small around town still. So I like to hang out with my friends. I do kid things still.
Like what?
Like what? Shit, I went to Top Golf with with one of my friends. I was really confident about my golf skills, and we went over. Not for me. So not gonna be going back to Top Golf. But I go to I mean, I do things, you know.
Do you play like Fortnite? Are you a video
I
game
do
guy?
play Fortnite.
You're a Fortnite guy. You're on the sticks. Nikki T, my business partner in Raised Rowdy, he's
Yeah.
on Fortnite every night. I quit playing a while ago,
Yeah,
but
I go
it's-
in and out.
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah, I do it for this. I don't get on the game unless my friends are around, but I'll play for a little bit. You
It's
know,
as much
I was
about-
good back in the day.
It's more about the hang than it is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
actually getting the dub.
Yeah, you know, I was good back in the day. I used to play all the time.
Yeah. So how old were you when the pandemic hit? You were what, like 10?
10 or 11, about 11. Yeah.
So you were young going through all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's I mean, that was when honestly I kind of stopped playing video games and picked up guitar. I remember picking up guitar and then not touching my Xbox.
Wow.
for like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then I started playing again like last year. But yeah, guitar was a big one for me. It was like I didn't want to do anything else with my time, you know.
What was that first song that you learned?
Oh my gosh.
Do you
I think
remember?
I think it was Patience. It was Guns N' Roses, and then it was Chris Stapleton. Because I remember always liking this Guns N' Roses song. You know, Patience, when he whistles in
Yep.
the beginning. It's a great song.
Yeah.
I remember that, and I remember trying to learn I think there's an F in there somewhere. We're trying to learn the bar chords, and that was the first one, I think. That one was crazy. That was so fun.
That's awesome, dude.
I would just sit there, man.
Yeah, because I tried learning guitar when I was a kid, and I was
Mm-hmm.
an ADHD terror of a child, so it never stuck. Some of my buddies are like, I grew up with ADHD too, but the guitar just fixed it, and I just could never get it. Like, there's so much that goes into it, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's like an addiction. Like, once you learn how to play, and you're like, what if I do this chord? And then you start writing your own music too. Like, that creative process has to be so cool when you
Yeah.
find that love for the guitar.
For sure. Yeah. I think it helps to have a musical background when you write songs. And I think it's often like kind of overlooked. Like, I think if you're writing and you have a really good progression, it just helps the lyrics come out, you know? And I think that would be like my biggest thing that helps me songwrite is having a good progression and having a musical like part, like a musical progression that makes me want to put lyrics to it, not something where like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. What's it like being a Gibson guitar artist? Like,
Okay, well that's insane because when I was younger, I was 11. It was my 11th birthday. I had saved up $250. I went to go buy, the Epiphone by Gibson Les Paul, because Les Paul was the coolest to me. I'd seen everybody play it. So I go there. I go to the music shop and I see this on the wall. I'm like, okay, that's mine. I take it off. I play it. I do all the things. I was like fake thinking about it. I was like, maybe I don't want this one. I wanted it, and I checked it out. I took it home and I couldn't stop playing it. It was great. So when I got the news, they do the G3 program, So I applied originally online. It didn't come through. They opened a TikTok wildcard spot, and I have a decent following on TikTok. I think it had maybe 40,000 followers at the time, and I posted this video. It was over Jukebox Junkie, Ken Mellon's great 90s tune, and I busted out my SG and I played a little solo over this, and they reached out. I remember seeing the email and just like throwing my phone. I was like, what is this? This is crazy. It was great. When I first started playing over at I was busking, I had saved up like maybe $1,800 from just busking and gigs, and I bought my first.
So for people that don't know what busking is, that's like standing outside.
Yeah, standing
with the guitar
outside
case.
with the guitar case open, and I did pretty well. I was good at talking to people. I was like, "What would you guys like to hear?" I was cute. They loved it, and then I ended up getting some regular gigs too. And by the time I was like 6 or 8 months into playing, I found this deal on Facebook Marketplace, and I went to go buy my first real guitar. It was a Gibson Les Paul Standard. I still have it, by the way. It's a great guitar. Actually.
How many guitars have we collected now? How many guitars do we got in the house? I'm sure mom's over there raising her eyebrows. We need a guitar room now.
My room is the guitar room. I think maybe 10, a couple more than 10.
Wow, 10 already?
Yeah, man. Awesome. I'm due. I haven't bought one in a while.
Uh-oh.
I'm due. I haven't bought one. It's been a year or two. So I've been off the hook. I've been pretty happy with what I have. I like the vintage stuff the most.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the addiction too, and the love of playing is there's always a new piece of gear that you can upgrade. Always a new pedal.
Oh my gosh.
Always. Do you prefer acoustic or electric?
Oh, electric, 100%. I love playing acoustic, but I do so many like acoustic gigs back home that when I do like a full band show, it's just more fun. Especially since I can kind of lead the band. It's more fun for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
What are some of the go-to covers? Like, what are the big crowd pleasers?
The go-to covers. This is basic, but when we run the fiddle player, especially down in Georgia, because we don't get as much of this as people think we do, as like you do in Nashville. Like Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's kind of like you hear it a bunch on Broadway. Yeah. But down home, like they don't hear that.
That's $100 song on Broadway.
Oh yeah. See, it's not back home, but when we have the full band and the fiddle player, he'll tear it up and people just eat it up. It's amazing. Yeah. Like there's not much of that. There's not a big country scene down there anymore. It's all changed. So it's super nice. I think it's a good refresher for people. Yeah,
have you gotten to hit Athens or Macon or Statesboro or Rome or any of those markets yet?
Not yet, actually. I've done a couple tailgates in Athens, and but we're working on busting in those scenes. I'm still pretty local.
What's it like being a young kid doing tailgates at UGA? Because those are
crazy.
The Go Dogs Nation, the UGA folks are wild, man. I love Athens for that reason. From my touring days, Athens, there's something special about the Georgia Theater and the 40 Watt and the Warehouse. It used to be called Hedges. There's such a love for live music down there. Yeah, but it's a rowdy time. You're a kid.
I was pretty young when I was playing them too. I was maybe 12 or 13. But I remember they packed 20 kids in the back of this Toyota Tacoma rolling by, and I was just like, what is going on? But it was great. It was pretty nice actually.
Yeah, and you learn how to entertain different crowds by doing that.
That's the real kicker. Is especially since I'm mainly country, is going to gigs and people wanting other songs. So I've always experimented and I try to make them my own. I do Journey stuff. If it's my choice, I would be playing Merle all day. Yeah. It's just what I would do. But I do, I bounce around the genre, especially if people want to hear something else.
Yeah. You mentioned Merle and that love for the traditional stuff, which we hear in your music, which the 2 releases, man, to have those songs out and have them at the quality that you have them at 15, man, it's unbelievable. It's awesome. It, but right now you mentioned Zach Top earlier, and this resurgence. Like, and there's another guy that comes to mind, like Cole Goodwin. Like, there's
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yep, there's like there's the Reeves brothers. There's
they're my favorite.
Yep, there's such a traditional like resurgence or revival, if you will, going on. So if there's a time for you to really be getting your feet wet into the industry, now seems like the perfect time for a guy like you to come up.
It's pretty great. Yeah, I mean, it's like, because I remember growing up and like, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just wild. I still can't believe I got music out there. I'm like kind of speechless, you know? Like I can't, my friends are listening to my music. They'll like send me pictures. They're like, look what I'm listening to on the boat. Like, what?
So talk about the 2 songs that you have out, man. Like it seems like they're the most recent one that you put out, very fun.
Yeah.
Like it just,
the 2 slower ones are coming soon.
yes. I figured you had the slower ones ready.
They're coming soon.
But did we go that upbeat, that up-tempo route first, you think, for a reason?
Yeah.
Or
I think it's good. I think it's I just think that's great because I don't know, it's just up-tempo music, man. It's good. I think it's a good first impression, honestly, because it's like it's fun songs, it's summertime. I think it just works, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Second Chances was written we had like they gave me the call. They're like, okay, you might have time to do one more song in the studio. This is like a week before. I'm like, okay. I sit down. I mean, I write this one in 30 minutes, and it just ends up being the lead single, and it's great, and it's like everybody's favorite. It's wild.
yeah, dude.
So it's weird how that happens sometimes.
That's amazing, dude. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Talk about doing a collab early on too with Thinking.
Oh yeah. So Trey has been like, I've watched him since I was like little. Like he's the best. He's just insane. And he played the Opry when he was like 11. I remember seeing that video before I even knew who he was. But Trey is just insane. I played with him ironically at Eddie's attic. Back to Eddie's attic. Like my life's like epicenter, I guess.
Yeah.
But I played with him at Eddie's attic, and I was like, what if you played on my record? Like crazy thought. So I messaged him on Instagram, and he's like, sure, let's do it. And he comes through. He sends me these. He's like, oh, I don't know if this one's as good. Do you like this one more? And they're both like the best solo I've ever heard. Of course, it's like, wild. I mean, it's just, I still can't believe it. Again, he's like number one for me. He's one of those players. He's up there. You know, he's insane.
Yeah. How do you kind of like what have been like the big pinch me moments so far? Like you talk about Marcus bringing you on stage with a sign. That has to be one. Or like getting that email from Gibson with being the TikTok wild card or the social media wild card or whatever it was. Like talk about some of those pinch me moments that you've had early on and that you're still having right now, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus was a big one for me because he was like, before I played guitar, I had heard him play guitar, and I was like, well, that's really cool. I want to do that. And then a year into playing guitar, I go, and he lets me play with him, and that's like, I mean, that's just like wild. I mean, that's, I don't even think I could have dreamed it up, honestly. I think one of the big ones was coming up here to Nashville and playing one of the big stages on Broadway when I was younger, and it was like, I think it was the biggest stage I played at the time, maybe 1,000 people. But it was just like ear splitting, like the crowd, and I'd never done anything like it. And it's just like, it's just a whole different experience, you know? And I'm still having them with like Instagram and TikTok. They're starting to boost up, you know, the videos are starting to get some views, you know?
Yeah.
They always did, but they're getting up there. I mean, that's pretty crazy. It's like, and then the music coming out is, I think, the biggest one for me. It's really crazy. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, getting to be an artist, like having a Spotify profile, the numbers are only gonna go up, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what's so wild.
It's
I've been checking it like a hawk, man. I could see how many people are listening at one time, you know?
Oh, dude, yeah. The Spotify for artists thing, it's dangerous, though, because then you just sit there looking at it.
I was like, all of last night, we were like out listening to people, and I was like checking it, you know? I was like side-eyeing it. I was like, what are we at? What are we at?
It's like back in COVID when everybody was on the Robinhood stuff and everybody was checking their Robinhood stocks or their Bitcoin or their Dogecoin and all of that stuff, man. Yeah. For you too, talk a little bit more about Alpharetta and like in the area that you grew up in and like what it was like growing up in Georgia and how supportive your family's been, because we got your biggest fan right over there. She's also your driver. She seems to be so proud and so supportive, and I bet the rest of the family is too.
Yeah.
Man. So talk about just that, not coming from a musical background, but everybody like buying in and being there to help you pursue your dream.
Yeah, I think that craziest part is that it's like not from a musical background. Like we always make jokes about my dad singing. It's not very nice, you know. But yeah, it's I couldn't obviously be here without it. You know, I can't drive myself. It's just pretty amazing. I couldn't do anything. I mean, coming from like a background of not anything music related at all, and then just like jumping on with the train. I'm like, sure, we'll take you to Nashville. I mean, I don't think you can ask for anything else. It's pretty amazing, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys stop at Buc-ee's on the way up here?
We do. We do
You
stop
do?
at Buc-ee's.
What's the Buc-ee's order, and how long do you spend in there? Do you spend a little while in there?
You know, maybe with my mom. My dad likes to be really efficient. He's like, he knows he's gonna get trapped in there. He's like, no, we can't stop here. We can't stop here.
You gotta stop in there. That's one of the joys of driving on I-24 and I-75.
That is true. Yeah, but we do stop in there. You know, honestly, I had what was it? I had a pulled pork sandwich there. It was like the best pulled pork sandwich I've ever had.
Right?
It's
so
good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's good
the
stuff.
move.
I get the
World famous bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the absolute best world famous bathroom. Sorry, Loves. I love Loves too. Loves helps me out.
Loves is great. Honestly.
Loves has helped me out a lot in a pinch in the touring days. But
yeah.
I get the chocolate covered espresso beans, which you might be a little young for. I feel like it would wire you up.
That would wire me
I
up.
eat those like chocolate. Mom's looking over there like the caffeine.
Oh man.
Be like, Rocco don't need no espresso beans
No.
right now. Did you play sports and stuff growing up?
I did actually. You know, I'm a half decent tennis player, but
Okay.
my parents were very good. So I know that's a big gap, tennis and country music, but it works.
Something with your hands.
Yeah, it's something with my hands. We always joke about my hand-eye coordination too. Not very good. So we don't know. It's like it's all of my like put togetherness and non-clumsiness went to being on stage and guitar and singing, and everything else I'm a little. I've been known to knock a few things over, fall down a couple stairs. You know.
My girlfriend calls me marbles.
That's great.
Because I just
Marbles.
knock stuff over, dude. Like, I'm good at, like, she's getting ready to move right now. So, like, I told her, why don't you pack everything up and then I'll move it? And she's like, well, you better not be digging up these walls in this house, you know? And it's like,
Do that all the time.
yeah, Ben, same, man, same.
I bring the amps up the stairs, you know, 'cause my room's in the basement, and I'm when I go to gigs, you know, I'm carrying my vintage amps and my guitars and my pedal board like up the stairs.
And you want to carry
those walls are not. I mean, those walls. I mean, I feel like I should pay for the repainting of them for how I've messed them up.
Yeah, and you want to try and do it in as be efficient like your dad, like as few trips as possible. So you're like, I can carry.
I can get this all in one.
I can get my hands around a pedal board and a guitar handle and an amp all at one time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
My best investment I ever made was that I got a mono gig bag that holds 2 guitars in it, so I can always have a backup and I could just stick it on my back. Oh.
Yeah, the backpack guitars are a huge.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. It's so great.
Are a huge deal. What are some of the bars that you're playing at back home?
Oh, back home. Well, I play over in downtown Alpharetta. Actually, it's like 20 minutes from my house. I play over at on the green, a place called Chiringa. I mean, I kind of play everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
I go into the city sometimes too for some bigger band gigs. Sometimes we're doing lots of festivals this year. We're going up to Lafayette, Georgia. We played in Chambly, which is right basically Atlanta. You know.
Yeah.
July 4th, and we're doing Flowery Branch, Georgia. Like those bigger festival gigs are coming, which is fun. But usually it's pretty small, like acoustic stuff. I also play out after the Braves games at the Battery.
Oh, that's cool.
Bunch of Braves fans, big Braves fans. So it's really cool. That's a really fun gig. I know some of the players too. They come out and watch out there.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it's like I've had that gig every Sunday for I think 2 years, maybe even longer now. But I've been there since I was little, and it's like all these regulars that live there. I know everybody. It's like probably one of my favorite gigs actually when it comes down to it.
That's awesome, man. And so many people, so many guys and girls, they blow up online and they have these moments and get the attention of what's going on here in Nashville, but they haven't played before. You have so many miles and so many reps and so many hours on stage, bro. That's going to come. It's already, I'm sure, paying dividends for when you're getting opportunities and stuff. But that's going to, as this thing all progresses and the snowball keeps building and rolling, that's going to, that experience, man, you can't put a price on that. That's huge.
It helps in ways of, and this is totally different, but it helps in ways of that, but it also helps in the ways of music and guitar playing, because when you're up there for that long, you just like naturally get better, and it's kind of great. That's like one of the ways I practice guitars. I'll sit in my room and I'll listen to songs, and I'll just like, some people say tear them apart and learn them note for note, but you have to be able to improvise over it too, and that's like, it's a whole different muscle when you're playing guitar. Is like, if you're in a room and someone tells you to start soloing, but you only know other people's solos, it's not gonna work. Like it might. You can always learn licks from other people's solos, and I always do that. But it's like you have to feel the music, and you have to know what's happening, and you have to build the ear so you can feel what chords are going on under it, you know? And that's like my biggest way to practice. Where people are like, what do you practice? I was like, oh, you have to learn your scales, you have to do that. But then this is number one for me, honestly.
Yeah, man. And when you start ripping on stage, people go nuts. Like
They like it.
and it's like just like the chicken picking stuff and like the improv stuff, man. Which for you is, I'm sure, become like a second or third muscle being up there. But for the crowds, they go nuts over that stuff. Like people freak out over it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's different. There's not a lot of chicken picking around anymore, and it's like, especially people that grew up on it, people that grew up listening to Brent Mason and Alan Jack, playing on those Alan Jackson records, and it's like it's a very familiar sound for a lot of people, I feel like.
Yeah, man, it's that nostalgia feeling.
Yeah,
and you're doing it in modern day as a.
I know. I don't even have that nostalgia, man. Like,
this is just your life.
This
is
is
just
life.
where you're at. You were born in 2010.
Yeah.
Bro, that's nuts.
It's weird, right?
That's nuts for me. I'm starting to feel old at 30. Like that's crazy, dog.
No, it's too early for you to feel old, man.
I know. It's getting there, man. It's getting there. But so, what did you grow up? So you talk about like the old country classics, but like what were you? So for you, Spotify's been a thing like your whole life.
Oh yeah, like I've always like I learned on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's been around. That's like those are my first lessons.
That's wild.
Marty Schwartz, you know.
That's wild to me that you grew up on YouTube because I remember when YouTube came out. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's wild. I remember my mom would always she always listened to more country than my dad did. My dad would always have Eagles, like different things. So I heard a lot growing up before I went over to like, you know, when I found like my genre, you know.
Yeah.
I really heard everything, tried everything, you know. I think deep down I always knew, but I wanted to explore my options, you know.
Yeah,
like that whole first year was me just like covering a bunch of different songs and figuring it out, you know.
Yeah, man, and the classic rock stuff, some of the best guitar playing that's ever been recorded comes out of those classic rock records.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of yacht rock, like those,
bro, I love it.
I mean, it's people don't get it. People, you listen to that, like those are just. It's like the tightest like guitar playing of all time. It's
Hall
like,
&
the
Oates,
whole
bro.
band is tight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Hall & Oates. oh yeah. Like I listen to that. If someone asks like behind country, like what's your big probably yacht rock? Like
yeah.
It's,
so Hall & Oates, who else in that world?
Ooh, I like Player. I like all their songs. Honestly, that's a big one for me. I like oh my gosh, I listen to them like daily. I don't know why the name's leaving my mind. Reeling in the Years. Oh my god, who's
Reeling in the Years? I'll look it up right now.
I can't believe this is leaving my mind. It's Steely Dan.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that took me so long.
Man.
And then the Eagles. Eagles number one. I think probably from my dad. I mean, that was like they've got the country hits early on, you know, Take It Easy. They had the Pedal Steel, Tequila Sunrise, and then they get a little rockin' later. And there's just like not a bad song. Just not. There's just not.
Yeah, there's a reason they've lived on forever, and now they're playing at the Sphere.
Yeah, with Vince Gill, who's my number one country wise. So I want to make that trip out there to see Vince Gill and Eagles because that's like a dream show for me. That's really cool.
That's really, really, really cool, man. So have there been folks like where you've gotten messages or you've gotten to meet some people where you're like, aside from like the Marcus Kings of the world, I know you got to do something with Lainey too, right?
Yeah, I sang with Lainey too when I was younger. Yeah.
Which is really cool, man.
Which was at the Battery. That was over at the Coca-Cola Roxy.
Yeah.
And I remember coming over to the place I usually play, and someone else was playing, and they all like got me up on that stage, like at the place I usually play, and they were like, "Where were you?" I was like, "Oh, I was singing with Lainey Wilson." They were like, "What?" I was so out of pocket, man.
Yeah. Have there been folks that have like reached out or mentors that you've gotten to find in the industry yet?
Well, I think there's definitely been a couple mentors. I think the people reaching out, it's more companies and like people that want to push me on social media, famous people wise. I mean, I've had some big people follow me, you know, but I've got definitely a bunch of mentors. I think you know Cameron.
Yes.
Cameron Me. Yeah,
Yep.
He's a big mentor for me, especially guitar wise.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really really cool.
That's awesome, man.
I met him. I was 12 going down Broadway, as I did, you know, with my guitar on my back, and he was hanging out the window, and I was like, "Can I play with you guys?" And he was like, "Who is this kid, and what does he want?" He tells this story every time I meet someone else with him, and he was like, "Okay, I guess." And he comes up like, "The guitar's too big, you know, I can't hold it. It's like the straps or whatever. I was so little." And then he was like, we played like Sweet Child of Mine note for note together. And it was like he exchanged numbers with my mom. By the time I got a phone, we've been texting, and I take lessons from him every once in a while. He's the best. He's so great.
So cool, dude.
It's like the coolest story. And he put my record together. He helped with Like he got the players together. Like we had an all-star crew, and it's all thanks to him.
That's awesome, man. See, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
you know, man.
That's what's
and
so wild about this.
everything, and going back to you picking up that guitar in the pandemic, to you being on stage with Marcus King, like these opportunities, like there's a master plan out there in the world, in the universe, and man upstairs and all of that stuff. But it's like, dude, you've been blessed, and you're right in the middle of it right now.
Yeah, it's like, it's really crazy. I feel like things are happening so fast. Like I was checking, and I was like, yesterday we were talking about Spotify for artists. It was like 50 people were listening to my song at one time. I was like, which 50 people in the world want to listen to my song right now? Like that's just like the weirdest feeling, you know? Like it's just insane. I feel like I'm just in the thick of everything. It's like, I don't know, just got to keep trucking on, keep practicing.
Yeah. So are we still in school, or are we full-time Honky Tonk University right now?
Full-time honky tonkin', man. I do it all online now. I'm all online, but you know, I still have friends that go to school. And
Yeah.
I still hang with
I'm
friends.
sure you still have have
yeah.
your buddies and stuff.
Oh yeah, but I don't not anymore.
Yeah, just because you're running.
I'm running. I mean, it's like I don't think I could wake up at 6 a.m. and go to high school after playing at till 2 a.m. in a bar. You know, it's like it's hard. You know,
And it's like that wouldn't have been a thing pre-pandemic.
no,
Again, it all happens.
Yeah.
For
right at once.
yeah,
So weird.
like it all lines up. All
Yeah.
the stars align for you to be able to have this opportunity and pursue this dream and put music out that people are enjoying listening to. Like you make it when you put out a song and someone likes it, you make a difference to that person.
Yeah, and that's what's so crazy is when I think people can view, like, I think we're at like maybe 8,000 streams right now, and people would view that as small, but the fact that like 8,000 people went to go listen to my song is still like crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like social media can blow that out of proportion. Same with like followers. Like I've got 18,000 followers on Instagram, and it's a lot, but it's not a lot to some people. But like I go back to the fact that 18,000 people like the music enough to like click the follow button.
Like you don't
Like
even
that's
know.
just wild.
Like you don't even know 8,000
Like,
people. I don't even know 8,000 people.
No, it's like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like I hardly know 100 people, you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
right?
wow. But I mean, yeah, it's crazy. You have to put stuff in perspective, you know, and you have to like, I don't know, you got to stay like in the moment, stay humble. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, man, just continue being a teenager.
Yeah.
Like enjoy. Those are some of the best years of your life, and you're getting to do things that not even the 0.001% of 15-year-olds get to do, man. You were doing it at 12.
Yeah.
Like it feels like you've been in it for a while just because you have been doing it for a little while, you know?
Yeah. I think the craziest part was when I just started and I feel like it came natural. So I started getting paid to play places. And that was how short it took. Like when I'm looking back, I was like, that's wild. Like it made sense at the time, but looking back, I was like, I've been playing guitar for 6 months and people were paying me to play at their place. Like, I don't know if I met an 11-year-old that had played for 6 months. I don't know if I'd pay him.
Yeah, right?
Like you go down to it, it's like, it's just crazy.
Well, it speaks to you working hard at a young age too,
Yeah,
you know, and it speaks to people believing in you too.
yeah, it's really. Yeah, I still think this is crazy. Now that I'm talking, I feel like I don't ever take the time to sit down and talk about it. Now I'm sitting down and talk about it.
Well, I'm
like,
very
wow.
happy that I'm the guy you're sitting down and talking about it with, my brother, man. So what's it like at home? Talk about growing up. Do you got any brothers and sisters?
I do. I have my little brother. Yeah, Vinny. He likes it. I tried to get him into music. He knows a little bit, and he's pretty musical. He can sing, but not a fan.
I love Rocco and Vinny. I'm from New York,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like I'm back home. Like my local pizzeria was a guy named it was called Rocco's.
There's Rocco's and Vinny's Pizza back home.
Oh, there is? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah.
It's really awesome. Yeah, he likes music. He's just he doesn't play.
How old is he?
He's 11.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
young.
he's
He's
young.
young. There's only so many 11-year-olds that
Yeah.
decide to pick up a guitar, brother.
Dude. Yeah, he's great. He's my biggest fan. He always comes out, you know? Like, I remember for years, like, we just started, like, I'll go with just maybe one parent to a show. But, I mean, the whole family would come out just for years. It was awesome.
That's
You know?
really cool,
I
dude.
say years. It was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
That's still years.
Yeah.
That's multiple. If it's
Wasn't
longer,
that long
if
ago.
it's longer than a year, then it's multiple
Yeah.
years for sure, man, for sure. So what do we have kind of teed up for the future now? We're halfway through 2025. It's crazy that we're coming into August already. Like this year's
Yeah, this year went by so fast.
flying by, man. I mean, when you're playing 150 shows, I can understand why it would move fast for you, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it gets going, you know. But I think gonna keep writing. We're gonna I got 3 more songs to put out, so I think these songs will come out. I think we're gonna try to work on maybe hitting the road, getting a taste of the tour life, because I play a lot, but not on the road.
Yeah, bro, there's some great places to play just over the border in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
There's some
Oh,
South Carolina's right there for you, man.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different spots where you could get in and play, especially at that. If you're down to do it at that level that you're doing it right now with the acoustic stuff, man, just get out there. And then as the music grows, you will have built those people that feel connected to you because they remember seeing you at those small bars.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing too, is people coming out like, this sounds lame, but I've been like recognized in public, like near my house. So like, I saw you play
small
here.
town famous, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Like
Let's
I've seen
go.
you play here and here like 10 times. I'm like, what?
That's awesome, man.
It's great.
That's awesome, man. You're repping your small town too.
Yeah, we're working on it. Should be. I mean, it's just wild. I think the goal is. I think tours definitely the move. That sounds great to me.
Yeah.
I just want to play to big people. Like it's. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else.
Yeah. Now talk about the guys that play in the band with you on the band gigs.
Oh yeah.
'Cause what's it like? You're like this young front man. Do you have young players with you too,
No,
or
I
they're
got
older
old
dudes?
Yeah, but back home I've got a bunch of players. Shout out to Brandon Whitley. He's the best drummer in Atlanta, as far as I know. I think he is.
Yeah.
But he's great. He always plays with me. We do trio gigs a lot, especially since there's not a lot of room. Like on these stages, these are small stages back home. So we do trio gigs a lot, and then sometimes we'll throw in a fiddle and a pedal steel, or a fiddle and a pedal steel. If we're feeling ourselves, So
That's
we'll do
awesome.
those big band gigs. I mean, up here I've got a whole roster. Like I said, how I used to go around. Like I kind of built this roster just from when I was younger. And it's like I can call up these people and be like, I need you for this and this. Like it's no set band. We just kind of have like a roster of guys I'll call on,
That's awesome, dude. What was it like playing Whiskey Jam for the first time? Because Whiskey Jam's a special thing. We do. You'll see tonight. We have like a similar type of thing that we do in Midtown, where they ironically used to be. But what was it like getting to do that and getting to play Broadway doing originals?
Yeah, see, that was the big kicker, was originals on Broadway. And being the youngest person to play it was kind of wild too. It was like it's just places like I don't belong, but then I go up on stage and I feel like I do belong.
You do.
Because it's like, it's these crazy bars that people are like, what's this kid doing here? And then you go up on stage and it's like, oh, he's like decent, So it was really, Whiskey Jam was really cool. Because I remember I'd always watched their Instagram lives for years, and I had like submitted online, and then it finally happened, and I couldn't believe it. It was great.
Yeah, man. It's you. If they're asking you to play, or you're getting booked for a gig, or you're on that stage, you're there for a reason.
Yeah.
I know it's tough in the moment. I get that feeling sometimes too when I'm doing these festivals. Because they have me MC some of the main stages of big festivals. So I'm in front of 20 or 30,000 people, having to entertain them for in between acts or do silly things.
That's the hardest.
Yeah, that's
harder than playing, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just talking. It's just hyping up the people that are playing.
Yeah,
like you'll see tonight. Like what I love doing is telling people why they're gonna love you before you start playing and hyping your set up and doing all of that, dude. It's wild. How often are we writing right now?
I mean, I try to once a day. Let's be real. I don't always.
Do you have a lot of co-writers yet? Or?
I do not. No. So all these songs that I'm about to be putting out, all 5 of them, these were all written by me, sitting in my room. It's just like, not all of them are from experience, but some of them are, and it's like, I'm working on getting some co-writes going, but right now it seems to be working. Hopefully, you know how it is.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. And you're gonna find your crew of guys or girls that you like writing with too.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna come with time, because there's people that don't have the guitar skills that you do or the vocal skills, and are like, we're writers, but they're just incredible.
It's like a complimentary thing. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is, man. Like we had Joy Beth Taylor play our event last night.
Yeah,
and we've known JB for a long time, and she's got a laundry list of cuts now. Just had the number 1 with Ella and Johnny Clausen with Warren for the Win. And it's like, she has a cool voice. Like if she wanted to do the artist thing, she put some songs out back in the day, but her thing in town is, I want to find artists that I believe in, and I want to go write songs with them that they're going to put out.
That's the
and you're that artist that's people are going to believe in, that you're going to be putting out songs.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome. Great. It's badass, man. It's really cool. What are some of our favorite spots in Nashville? You're a young Broadway boy, so I know you like Broadway. Do you venture off of the Strip a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I go around. Honestly, I think Roberts is number 1. I've played Roberts a couple times. Oh, what's the one place? Oh, I like Live Oak actually a lot. I did a writer's round over at Live Oak. There's something, I just can't remember the name of it. Music City.
Music City.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mom. See, Mom of the rescue.
Music City Bar and Grill.
Music City Bar and Grill.
Scoreboards, Music City Bar and Grill, and the
those are my
Nashville
favorites.
Palace. When you're eventually, if you end up making the move up here, that's where I see you living.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Broadway or Midtown.
Oh,
but
it's just
it's a time machine.
It's the music.
It's you, dude.
It's the music. Yeah.
That's that era, and that era of solid country gold still lives every night, every day in those three bars.
That's the move for me. I feel like I love Broadway, but as I feel like I mature in my music taste, it's like you get used to playing these same old songs and these same old cover songs because the same people come around and request the songs, you know. But I feel like Music City is like, I mean, that's the kind of music you want to be playing.
Yeah, it's the place where you can rip Merle Haggard and the people are down.
And they're down for it. Yeah, because there's one thing to go to a Broadway gig and play Merle Haggard, but the people don't know it. You know, it's not the best. You know, they want to hear things they know, and I totally get that.
Aside from Merle, who are some of the other?
Well, I think Vince Gill
staples.
is a big one for me because I feel like I aspire to be like Vince. He's a great singer, he's a great songwriter, and he's a great killer guitar player. Man.
And he's a great person.
And he's a great person. Yeah, I was gonna mention that last. I promised I was. But Vince is a big, and then George Strait, just off of pure, also a great person, but off of pure like just songs. Like I don't know what his band was on in the '80s, but oh my goodness. It was just like album after album of just like something like no skips. Like that's like when it comes down to it, that's the kind of music I'd like to make, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's unbelievable.
That's awesome, dude. Well, it'll be full circle to have you tonight because before it was called Riley Green's Duck Blind, the bar was called Winners. Yeah. And Winners and Losers were started by a guy named Irv Woolsey and Steve Ford, who's still involved now and owns it. But Irv was George Strait's 50% business partner, like his manager for his whole career. So George is like Winners and Losers was started off of the George Strait thing. So for George to be an inspiration for you and you to be playing in there tonight is really like cool. Full circle, man.
That's wild. I never knew that, man.
The stories of all these different places and like
it's so crazy.
I remember the old Live Oak and it used to be a place called Frisky Frogs, and before that it was a place called Southern, and it's just original music has lived on Demumbrian Street for so long. And think of all the guys that have come before you honky tonking down Broadway. Yeah. And now you're just the next evolution of it, you know? and all the people that have hung out in Music City and played the Palace and played in that area in Music Valley, like it's cool, you know? Like there's such a history to it. For you to be up here doing it right now like you are, you're a part of the storybook that is Nashville.
I appreciate it, man.
It's exciting.
Great. I mean, that means a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's craziness. Craziness up here.
It is, man. It is. Do we think about getting up here full time?
I think definitely think about it.
When we're old enough to drive up, when we're old enough to drive around.
Yeah, maybe next year. When I'm old enough to actually drive around on my own without a permit, you know? Yeah. Maybe next year. I mean, I think when it's time is when I can't, like right now I can still do okay from home and build my following. I think when I can't do what I'm doing from home anymore, if that makes sense, then I think it's time to make the move. You know, like as soon as it becomes like not enough to be in Georgia. Like right now it's great. It's fine, you know? Yeah. But as soon as I can't do what I'm doing from there anymore, I think it's time. You know?
Man. Yeah, man. I always tell people like if you want, and Georgia's a great scene. Like there are a lot of guys that still live down there that don't make the move up, that come up here when they need to. Yeah. And there's plenty of gigs down there. There's plenty of other guys to write with. Like there is a lot of that down there. But it's like if you really want to play the game, you got to get on the field. And the field is here in Nashville. Mm-hmm. You know? For
sure. I mean, it's like even these like gigs are just better for exposure up here too. It's like everything's just a little better. Like we were that writers round last night, everyone was just unbelievable. They were just so good. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's just wild how good everyone is. Like you come up here and it's like no one's bad. Yeah. Like, no one.
It's the best of the best, man.
No one is bad. And that's like the weirdest thing, you know? Because sometimes you get used to live music, but it's like you come up here and it's just insane.
It's iron sharpens iron.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
Dude?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
It's a special thing, man. It's like the big leagues.
Yeah, yeah. Like even the people that are like at the bottom like of the ladder that aren't doing well are like really good. Yeah. And it's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah, man, and it takes moments like the moments that you've had. Yeah. That's one of the things that breaks people. It's being a good person and paying your dues, which you're actively doing right now. You're literally paying your dues as we speak at a young age. You're getting that crossed off the list. Like it's a journey, man. Everybody's path is different, and your journey's really, really cool and really, really rare. And you're so humble, and you're taking it all in, and you should be very proud of yourself, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Be very proud, and we're honored to. I'm honored to have you on like
Man,
your
I'm
first
honored to be
your
here.
first long form podcast.
Yeah.
Before we're listening to you on like the Bowl and all the big radio stations one day, dude. And we're super stoked to have you playing tonight, man.
Man, I couldn't be more excited. It's great. I'm always down for an excuse to come to Nashville.
Well, we're happy to give you those excuses.
This is more than an excuse. This is awesome. This is great.
Awesome, dude. Well, what's the best way for people to support you? Do we got like merch out yet? Do we got just if they're in Georgia, come out to a show, be on the lookout for dates and stream the music?
Well, that's a big one. You ever come out to a show? Matt over here's got the hat on right now. He's got the
yeah,
Rocco hat on.
Yeah.
If you're listening, I know you can't see it, but I promise it's very good looking. If you ever come out to show you, $25 will get you on. But we're not shipping them yet. I don't know if we're there yet. But you can always go stream my music. You can always follow me on Instagram. It's ROCCOGORELIK. TikTok too. Everything. Anything helps.
I got to talk. So Rocco and Vinny, I feel the Italian.
You feel the Italian coming out?
What's the best stuff that mom or dad or grandma or whoever?
We're actually not Italian.
You're not Italian.
You just have
Italian names?
Yeah.
I love that even more.
My mom's from Georgia, so we don't.
That's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. You're not Italian. You just
not
have
at all.
the-
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there when they were making the names.
That's awesome.
Maybe in spirit.
I love that. That's a fun trivia question that interviews are going to be doing
I know.
doing going forward. So that's exciting. That's badass.
pretty
Rocco and Vinny, but not Italian. That's all.
But not
awesome.
Italian, I know.
That's awesome. So what are you?
Well, my dad's Eastern European, and he was an immigrant, and then my mom's from Georgia,
Okay.
and her whole family came from the Midwest.
Nice.
So we're pretty spread out, actually.
Nice.
So
Have you
it's
gotten
cool.
to travel the country a lot yet?
Well, I went on tour with Luke Bryan. I went on this farm tour playing for their sponsors and playing on site. They hired me. I played. I went out to California. It was my first time ever on a plane. It was back in May, so I hadn't really been out of the Southeast. But they put me on a plane and brought me out to California, and it was like a different world. I was like, where am I? Is this Mars? It was wild.
Cali's different.
It's different. We
It's
were in the
beautiful,
Central
but it's
Valley.
different.
It was like, it was just flat and flat. And Georgia is not flat. Like
No.
you're just hills everywhere. So you go here and you see these big mountains all around you, and you're just like, you're just like a little like you can't see like it's just
Yeah.
it's just completely flat. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
I can't wait for you to go to New York City one day
Yeah,
and get your thoughts on that.
that'd be weird.
New York City,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
Chicago,
gonna like that or not.
Boston. I know it's funny. There's a huge New York is a huge country market.
Yeah,
And
it
in-
was back in the day too.
And and in Brooklyn, they do like a revival type of thing where it's
Really?
traditional style. Yeah, like for whatever reason, like the hipsters and similar to East Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
there's more honky tonk and Western lifestyle in East Nashville. Like the shirt you got on, more guys are wearing that stuff in East Nashville than they are on Broadway or in Midtown.
Yeah.
Like East has kind of become that, which reminds me a lot of like
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Like a lot of those big cities, they appreciate more what you do than like the
Yeah, it's weird.
mainstream stuff.
It's weird how that is. Yeah, I think in a way it's more artful too.
Yeah.
The biggest one I remember hearing the George Strait records, going back to my favorite person probably George Strait. Those old '80s records where he plays over at the Lone Star Cafe
Yeah.
in New York, and he had a bunch of those. And I was like in New York, and this crowd was just like screaming for him, and they just love it, and they play him on the radio up there. Like I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, George, and then Garth Brooks playing.
Oh, yeah.
To,
Didn't he do it in Ireland too?
he did in Ireland. I mean, they've both been all over the world. But
Oh,
Garth had a famous show in Central Park that was like
Yeah.
hundreds of
Oh, with
thousands
Billy
of people.
Joel.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, I've seen that. One of the biggest ones for me is on Instagram and TikTok. I have lots of like Mexican, Brazilian, like Swedish fans. Like it's very targeted to like certain places, and they love the country music. They love it. I can also going back to Spotify for artists for like the 5th time. I could see where people are listening from.
All the analytics.
And I was like, who in Finland is listening to my song?
Yeah, dude.
Like it's wild, you know?
That's cool, man. Well, the international tour, maybe that's the first
Maybe
tour
yeah,
we
yeah.
do.
Maybe just he will come out, like just the one guy.
Get the kid a passport.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Dude, hey, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
on
man.
here and hanging, man. Y'all be sure to check out our man, Rocco Gorelik. He's got some great songs out. Super stoked. And now is the time to get on the train. Like, now is literally the time. 2 songs out and the numbers only going up, up, and up. Get the numbers to a point, and then Rocco will see where you're from
Yeah.
by looking at the analytics.
I'll be stalking you on Spotify for artists.
Through the creators app. That's freaking awesome. But and if you're ever blessed enough to get to one of Rocco's shows, get one of these hats. These are cool foam truckers. I love like the retro. It's just like the big retro billboard, like the popped up text. It's freaking awesome, dude. I love it.
Cool.
So thank you for that. I got a bunch of hats for you over there. If you and Mom want to go through, take one back for Vinny and Dad.
Oh, they would love that.
We're gonna hook. We got more merch for you tonight.
That'd be awesome
at the show. So, dude, appreciate the heck out of you
course,
coming out
man.
here and hanging out with us. And honestly, so excited to see where life takes you and where this musical dream and this journey takes you, man. Because it's truly just getting started.
Thanks, man.
Heck yeah.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
y'all be sure to look up Rocco Gorelik, find him on all the socials, check out the music, and get to a dang show and be on the lookout for that tour that will be coming one of these days. Maybe international.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. It's coming, baby. And for more on us, visit RaiseRide.com. Shout out as well to our friends from Surfside, Vodka, Lemonade, and Iced Tea. For my man Rocco, I'm Matt Burrill. This has been Outside the Round.